Back in West Tokyo, hunting some manga, my friends. Anger, how to live with and without it. The history of Western illustrations. They should rename this one. The treasures of the British Museum should be the stolen treasures of the British Museum. Let's go in and check it out. I can't remember. Is this Japanese punk scene? I've never seen this book in my life. Oh. I'm trying not to buy manga magazines, but Fantasy DX, 3 volumes. Oh God, how do I get those out? It's like a Jenga. Jenga. Book Jenga. I have to ask them for assistance. UFOs. I want to believe. You cannot see. No. Oh. Oh. Both golden bats. Nice. Fujiko Fujio, these are the most amazing covers ever. Look at the sword in the mouth of the bull being shot by lasers in space. These are Kamishibai. The cards used for traveling storytellers. Stuff, but I can only carry so much. Kitty cats. Oh, it's tight in here, dude. Erika. Miyanishi Keizo. Eroguro. Amazing. especially the unique ones. Astegaiza. I'm gonna buy that for myself. That'd be a good one for our book. The badass lady covers. Devilman Saga. Ah, too much. Just too much. All right, now let's take a look at what I picked up while we were hunting over here in West Tokyo. I can't show you everything because some of the stuff is just, you know, it's a little bit adult. And stuff like the Edo era erotica of Kensuke Kage, or the 80s and 90s wild stuff by Dirty Matsumoto, and the other ones I can't even show the covers of. Same, I picked up a huge stack of Pinky magazines like Play 7, and I'll show you why in a second I picked these up. Canty, Zoom Up, most of them, of course, you'll have to go over to the website to see the covers of, but sometimes I get super lucky when I pick these up. I found this Coquette, and I'll show you why this is so amazing. Dun dun dun. Bonten Taro, Crime by Telephone. So Bonten Taro was originally publishing in magazines in the late 60s and then into the 70s. And he was a tattoo artist, fighter pilot, fashion designer, and of course, mangaka. And I found this Coquette with wild story in here by the legend, Bonten Taro. All right, let's see some of the other stuff that I can show that I picked up. We've got Halloween coming this next month. We're at the end of September right now. So in September, I'm always trying to track down some good horror manga or spooky stuff. So I picked up, you know, some yokai, some Mizuki Shigeru, and some Mizuki Shigeru yokai guides. These are rad because they come with a book, which is a guide. It's like a dictionary for yokai Japanese monsters, but it also comes with a DVD that accompanies the book. And I found 1 and 2 of those little box sets, which are very cool. I've been really tracking down tons of these Shogakukan introduction series, and I found one on ghosts and monsters and yokai by Mizuki Shigeru. And they've done these on, I got these on everything. Guides to hell, guides to baseball, guides to party tricks, guides to pets, guides to a little bit of everything. But these old school, look at that, that's really cool. Nice paper feel, nice print quality. These old school children's guides were built differently. They had to hold up for kids, so they, you know, heavier stock paper, nicer. Look at that dude. What's that dude doing? What's he got a spade for? Is he gonna go gardening? Man, that is wild. You know, they just made him a little bit better than they'd make a regular manga back in those days. Also found a copy of Cult Thriller Theater. This is a great, Karasawa compiled this, but it's a great collection of old Kashihon manga, Ibaramiki. So you get one shot by each of these classic Kashihon horror and thriller mangaka. And a little secret, my friends, Hino Hideshi. I'm trying to get some rad Hino Hideshi books because I might meet him in October. The master of body horror. And that is all I'm going to say. I also picked up some other manga, kind of horror. Yeah, it's horror, I guess. Tsuyuki Saburo, the parasite man, parasite human. I mean, the guy gets a parasite that starts growing out of his knee. It's pretty rad. But I found it, I actually already had a copy of this, but I found another copy. Anytime I find this in the wild, I buy it. Yoshida Mitsuhiko, Eroguro artist. You know, published in Garo magazine alongside Suehiro Maruro and Kazuichi Hanawa. You know, Some Saiki Toshio came out in there, and more beautiful eroguro rather than gory like Maru or something like that, but still very well done, very artsy. This is something I did not know about. This is Minatoya Yumekichi. Slipcover, hardcover. Thought this was pretty cool. I kind of just took a risk with it, and then I found out that it's kind of like, it's Gekiga. It's adult. Like, you know, Gekiga is in real stories, but it's also kind of sexy, mystery, but the art style is great. I might have to read through this one time before selling it, although I think it's up on the website already. Can't read them all, but I try. And finally, people often forget about some of the rad manga magazines that came out in the 70s and 80s. I'm always looking for ones with artists I really care about, like Otomo Katsuhiro that was in Mankincho. Mankincho only went for four volumes before it went under, but this is where you can find a one-shot by Katsuhiro Otomo. You get this beautiful splash page. I think it's Sun Bags Hill. Great print quality. So anytime I see some Mankincho out in the wild, I'll pick it up. Of course, issue 1 has Otomo in it. Otomo kind of helped launch them, but a bunch of other artists as well. It's a great collection. And I found volume 2 as well. And then I'm always looking for Go Nagai that's not mainstream. You know, it's not Mazinger Z or, you know, Devilman Lady, something just a little bit different. Of course, a lot of people know Mao Dante, but I found another 2-volume set of the Sunwide Comics edition of Mao Dante. Of course, this was the precursor to Devilman. Devilman was modeled off of Mao Dante. And at one point, I believe Mao Dante returns from his demon hell to join, I forget, because there's 17 volumes in Devilman Lady, but I forget if he's battling alongside. Anyways, Mao Dante shows up in Devilman Lady. Garuda, one that people don't know about, which is also amazing. Giant monster. Look at that dude. Supergirl UFO. Another great one. Should probably, she's actually wearing a leotard type outfit, but you know, and whenever I see Kaze Shinobu's Ryu, the strongest man on the face of the planet, in great condition in the wild, I buy it, my friends, and these go fast. And remember, JapanBookHunter.com is where we sell all of our books. Japan Book Hunter on Instagram, and for $5 a month, go on over to that Patreon, get an extra video a week, get access to early drops and some other bonus content over there. Or if you don't want to be on Patreon, you want to be right here on YouTube, then we have the YouTube Members Only Club, where I am also posting video about once a week, exclusive to there. It's not the same video as Patreon too, different from the Patreon. And we're trying to do a few other things up there, but if you've joined already, thank you so much, my friends. It helps out a ton. Until next time, mata ne.